Let us start atomic structure. In atomic structure, photoelectric effect continuation. Continuation we'll see. Now, current carrying ability, vibration of metal atoms. What is the relation? Current carrying ability of the metal and the vibration of metal atoms. Is there any relation? That point we have to see. Now we will take metal lattice, metal atom we will take. In the metal lattice, metal atom we will take. In the metal lattice, metal atom we are taking. Now first we will consider nucleus. Nucleus of metal atom we are considering. Then we will consider a electron cloud, bounding electron cloud we will consider. It is a bounding electron cloud of the metal atom. Bounding electron cloud of the metal atom. Next we will consider free electron of the metal atom. It is the free electron cloud of the metal atom. It is called a free electron. It is called a free electron of the metal atom. Now due to kinetic energy, it goes for vibration. It goes for vibration. That means the nucleus is vibrating. This bounding electron cloud is vibrating. Free electron is vibrating. Vibrating in the sense either up and down motion or left and right motion, like this. Sorry. Now we will consider a current. Current we will consider. We are considering current. Now current, here we will consider electron. Now you say this electron comes for collision with this electron. Okay. What happens to this collision due to vibration? Due to vibration, what happens to the collision? That we will see. Due to vibration, what happens to the collision? It is the current electron. Okay, it is the current electron. It is the free electron. When it is coming for collision, when the current electron is coming for collision, when it is coming for collision, while if it moves up due to vibration, collision possible or not, you think? Okay. Now this current electron is coming for collision. So it came otherwise almost closer to this free electron. Now this current electron came closer to free electron. When it goes for collision, it moves up. Okay. When it is about to collide with this free electron, while it moves up due to vibration, so that collision took place or collision did not take place. What do you say? When the current electron, when it goes for collision, while this free electron moves up due to vibration. So now say collision took place, or what happened? What happened to the collision due to vibration? Vibration in the sense this free electron will move up and will move down, or left and right, like this it will move, isn't it? So due to vibration, this collision with the current electron is affected or not affected? Not affected in the sense collision efficiency, effectiveness of collision decreases or increases. What do you say? What do you say regarding this? Now see, this free electron is going for vibration. Okay, the free electron is going for vibration means, okay, you are saying that effectiveness of collision decreases. Okay, effectiveness of collision decreases. Sorry, okay. So because of vibration, the collision tendency, effectiveness of collision decreases, you are saying, reduces. So if this current electron makes a collision with this, then only its energy will be transferred to this, isn't it? If the current electron makes collision on this free electron, then only its energy, its higher energy will be transferred to this free electron. Then we can say energy is transferred from energy is transferred. This current electron, this current is having electrons, these electrons are having higher energy. That higher energy is carried from one end to another end by the free electrons, we can say. If this electron makes collision on free electron, then it will come to this place, free electron will move to neighbor, isn't it? If this current electron makes collision on this free electron, then only free electron will move to neighbor. If current electron is not making collision on free electron, then how it will come to this place, and free electron, how it will go to neighboring place, isn't it? So you think and say, due to vibration of metal atom, what happens to its current carrying ability? What happens to its current carrying ability? Current carrying ability. Do you say decreases or increases? Okay, you are saying decreases. So current carrying ability decreases, you are saying. That means, do you say this is resistance? Do you say resistance increases? Current carrying ability decreases, you are saying. That means, do you say what do you say about resistance? What do you say about resistance offered by metal atom? Metal lattice offering resistance. Current carrying ability decreases means what is that? What does it mean? Resistance offered by metal lattice increases. That is the meaning, no? Isn't it? Sir. So metal lattice shows resistance. Metal lattice shows resistance. Similarly, in the metal lattice, free electrons carrying current. So here see, free electron behaves dual, acting as a double behavior. How double behavior means? In one side it is carrying current, in another side it itself repelling the current electron, it itself going for a vibration, it itself going for random motion, while it shows a resistance. That means metal lattice shows resistance as well as carries current. Metal lattice shows resistance as well as carry current. Okay. So due to resistance, what will happen? Due to resistance, what will happen? That point we will see. Okay. Now we got a resistance point. We got next point due to resistance and light glowing tendency. That we will see. Okay. Now we will consider a bulb. Bulb we are considering. That round bulb we will consider. Here tungsten wire. It is a tungsten wire like this. Okay. In the bulb it is a tungsten wire. Tungsten wire is there. Okay. Now we will consider a current comes like this. It is a current electron. This electron is having higher energy. This electron is having higher energy. Okay. It is the current electron. This electron is having higher energy. Okay. This electron comes to this place, coming like this, and coming to this place. So here which electron came means higher energy electron came to this place. Higher energy electron came to this place. Okay. This is higher energy electron comes from current. This is higher energy electron comes from current. This higher energy electron comes to which place means coming to this place, came to this place. Higher energy electron came to tungsten filament. Higher energy electron came to tungsten filament. Then what happens? What happens means after some time the electron coming to this place. Now the energy becomes low. Energy of electron becomes low. Low energy electron. High energy electron becomes low energy electron. Okay. High energy electron becomes low energy electron means what happened to the remaining energy? Remaining energy is converted in two forms. One is light. One is light because bulb glows. Another one is heat. Another one is heat. Because glowing bulb, if you touch, you feel hot. Glowing bulb, if you touch, you feel hot. Sir. So this higher energy electron, when it crosses the tungsten filament, becomes lower energy electron. What happened to the remaining energy? Difference in energy. Difference in energy is converted part into light and part into heat. Okay. Difference in energy converted part into light and part into heat. Cell. That means here higher energy electron becomes lower energy electron. So this tungsten filament current carrying ability by the tungsten filament, how it is there? Current carrying ability by the tungsten filament, how it is there, such that higher energy electron becomes lower energy electron here, and the difference in energy converted to light energy part and part is converted into heat energy. So current carrying ability of this tungsten filament, will it be high, shall we say, or will it be low, shall we say? What will happen? That we have to see. That we have to say. Set. Another point we will say. In the tungsten filament, now we will take this tungsten filament. Tungsten filament we are taking. In the tungsten filament, we will consider one metal atom. We will consider one metal atom, that nucleus. Tungsten metal atom nucleus. Next, bounding electron cloud of tungsten. Bounding electron cloud of tungsten. Next, free electron of tungsten. Free electron of tungsten. Free electron of tungsten. Sir. Now, now we will take a higher energy electron of current. Higher energy electron of current. Higher energy electron of current we will take. Higher energy electron of current. Okay. So we have considered like this. Now, this higher energy electron of current, okay, here, this higher energy electron of current, when it comes to tungsten filament, what happens means lower energy electron, this higher energy electron current comes to tungsten filament, then it is becoming lower energy electron. That's what practically we felt. Otherwise, how light can glow, how bulb can glow? See, this higher energy electron, when it crosses tungsten filament, becomes low energy electron. Otherwise, how does bulb glow? Otherwise, how glowing bulb will be hot? Isn't it? Correct? So, the bulb glows in the sense we are getting light energy. That light energy is a form of converted energy. Similarly, we are getting hotness. That means this hotness is due to some energy converted into heat. That's why. So we can say this higher energy electron of current converted into low energy electron when it crosses tungsten filament. Sir, that means this higher energy becomes lower energy. The difference in energy is converted into light and heat. So why is it so? Now we will see. This higher energy electron and this free electron, one is repulsion. Higher energy electron, this bounding electron cloud, repulsion. This free electron goes for random motion. This free electron goes for random motion. This free electron goes for random motion. Okay. Now, how this then this bounding electron cloud come nucleus goes for vibration. Goes for vibration. Okay, goes for vibration. Goes for vibration. Okay. Now, this higher energy electron is making collision over is making collision on a this bounding electron cloud. Inside it a nucleus is there making collision. Okay, then this higher energy electron making collision on this free electron, making collision on this free electron, making collision on this free electron. Now which alone carries energy of electron from one end to another end means this alone. Remaining point will see this repulsion will it be responsible for this one, or will it be responsible for current carrying tendency? That will see. This collision between these two, is it responsible for current carrying ability, or is it responsible for converting this energy into light and heat? That you think. Now the free electron is going for random motion. Due to random motion, collision between this high energy electron and free electron, what happens you see? Okay, now this overall says that this tungsten filament metal atom is having what ability to carry current and what ability to show resistance, that we have to see. Okay, sir, first point we will take. Now between these two repulsion, okay, this higher energy electron and free electron repulsion is there. Due to repulsion, some energy will be dispersed. That means it loses some energy as in the form of light, shall we say. That point first we'll see. Between this higher energy electron current and this free electron, repulsion is possible. Due to repulsion, this higher energy electron loses some energy which is converted into light energy, shall we say that? Shall we say that, or we need not say? Sorry. Here bulb glows. Bulb glows in the sense what? One form of energy is converted into another form of energy, so that bulb is glowing. This bulb is glowing. Okay. This bulb is glowing means what? Light energy is produced. Light energy is produced means some other energy is converted into light energy. That's what, no? Because can we create energy? Can we destroy energy? Both are not possible. Creation is not possible, destroying also not possible. Only one is possible. One form of energy can be converted into another form of energy. That's what we can do. You think it, can we destroy anything? No. We are destroying in the sense, what does it mean? We are supplying energy, so that we are doing destruction. Can we do destruction alone? Not at all possible. Can we do creation alone? Not at all possible. Creation alone not possible. Destruction alone not possible. But one form of energy can be converted into another form of energy is possible. That's what we can do. When creation alone possible? If divine power is there. Divine power alone can do creation alone. Divine power alone can do destruction alone. So remaining thing, rest of the thing other than divine power can do one form of can transfer one form of energy into another form of energy. This is practical. Sir, now bulb glows. That means light energy we are getting. We are getting light energy means some other energy is transferred into light energy, isn't it? Some other energy is transferred into light energy. So which energy is transferred into light energy? Current carrying electron that is having higher energy. This energy only converted into light energy. No? Otherwise, how? So this higher energy electron and this free electron repulsion is possible. Due to this repulsion, this current electron loses some energy. That energy is converted into light energy. It is for light energy, it is one possibility we are saying. This is alone we did not say. This is alone possibility. Do you agree it? Do you agree it? This current electron is making collision on this free electron. Due to that collision, that collision means repulsion is possible. One way is collision and carrying current, that is another way. We are not discussing about current carrying tendency. We will discuss about this light. Okay, that also we'll see. Now, this higher energy electron current and this free electron, between them repulsion is possible. Due to repulsion, some energy is dispersed from this electron. That dispersed energy is converted into light energy or heat energy. Do you agree it? Sir. Next we will see. This current is having higher energy electron. It is making collision on this bounding electron around the nucleus. While repulsion is possible, due to repulsion, some energy from this one is dispersed. That energy is converted into part light and part heat. Okay. Next, this is this metal atom undergoing vibration. Due to vibration, this higher energy electron is making collision on this bounding electron less effectively. Due to that, slight amount of energy is dispersed. That dispersed light, this dispersed energy is converted into part light and part heat. Okay. Then another one is this free electron makes random motion. Random motion means free electron means it is not only for this atom. Actually, this electron belongs to this atom only. But since it is free, it can move from one atom to another atom continuously. Okay. If it is belonging to only this atom, if it is present around this nucleus alone, then we can say it is bounded to this atom. We will not say it is as a free. Since we are saying it is free, it is though it is of this atom, it is not only present around this nucleus, it will go to some other atom also. Sorry. So this free electron is making random motion. Due to random motion, this current carrying higher energy electron is not making a effective collision with this. Therefore, its current carrying ability will be low. So now this repulsion number 1. Now we will say which and all responsible for resistance and which and all responsible for current carrying ability. Number 1, this repulsion. Number 2, this repulsion. Number 3, this collision. Number 4, this vibration. Number 5, this random motion. These 5 factors, are they responsible for current carrying ability of free electron, or are they responsible for resistance shown for current, or are they responsible for converting this higher energy into part light and part heat? What shall we say? That you think it. Now, collision between this higher energy electron and free electron. when collision takes place between higher energy electron and free electron, what are the things possible? One possibility is some energy is dispersed. Some energy is dispersed. Another possibility is free electron gets higher energy. Free electron gets higher energy. Free electron gets higher energy. Okay, the possibilities you see. Free electron gets higher energy. When collision takes place between this higher energy electron of current and free electron directly, some energy is dispersed. That dispersed in the sense converted into light and heat, because why do we say some energy is dispersed? Friction will be there, no? Friction means energy is dispersed only, no? Take two stones in two hands and make a collision, make them collide with each other, while energy will be dispersed or not? Energy is transferred from one body to another body, correct? At the same time, some energy will be dispersed, isn't it? That way I am saying. So between this electron and this electron, collision takes place, while some energy will be dispersed. At the same time, the free electron gets higher energy. This free electron gets higher energy means it is responsible for current carrying ability. Due to this, current carrying ability increases. Due to this, current carrying ability increases. Due to this, that means this energy is converted into light and heat. Due to these 5 points, this repulsion 1, this repulsion 2, this collision 3, the vibration 4, random motion 5. Due to this, this higher energy electron converted into light energy and heat energy. That means these 5 points we can say resistance. These 5 points we can say resistance. So metal lattice can do dual role. Metal lattice can do dual role. What is the dual role? One role is it shows resistance. Another role is it carries current. Okay. So metal lattice can do dual role. One is it will show resistance. Resistance means that resistance will affect current movement. Another point is it carries current. Sir, now different metals are available. Different metals will have different extent of resistance, different extent of current carrying ability. If we take silver, it is a best conductor of electricity. If we take tungsten, that is used in round bulbs in order to convert current into light, because tungsten is having higher resistance. Therefore, if you want to convert current into light energy, use a tungsten filament. Okay. But nowadays we are not using this tungsten filament lamp. We are using this other bulbs are available. That means mercury vapor lamps like this, etc. Sir, now we got an idea what is about resistance and what is about current carrying ability. Sir, now we will go for this photoelectric effect continuation. We will take photoelectric effect continuation. Photovoltaic cell we will take. We will take a photovoltaic cell. Photovoltaic cell we will take it. How the photovoltaic cell will be there, that point we will see. How the photovoltaic cell will be there. Here quartz bulb. Here quartz bulb will be there. It is vacuum. This quartz bulb is completely in vacuum state. It is quartz bulb. It is completely in vacuum state. It is quartz. It is completely in vacuum. Sir, next we will take one is called cathode. Another one is called anode. For this cathode, we will give negative charge. We will call this is as a photocathode because we are using sunlight. So we are calling this is as photocathode. We will give for this plate positive charge. We will call this is as anode. Okay. Let us connect these two into battery. We'll connect these two into battery. Sorry, this is connected to negative charge of a battery. Negative charge of a battery. For this, we will say it is cathode. This we will connect to positive charge of a battery. Positive charge of a battery. Here we will keep a key. Key is placed. Then if you want to attach bulb, okay, we can take bulb. Otherwise, directly connect to battery. The charge will be raised. It is connected to anode. It is connected to anode. Battery. It is battery. Okay. This battery. For photovoltaic cell, battery is required. Why battery is required for photovoltaic cell means due to battery it will act as cathode, it will act as anode. Then electron coming out from this photocathode means that will be streamed towards anode. For that case, battery is required. Here key is placed. It is key. It is bulb. If you touch the key, if you make these 2 points to touch, when these 2 points touch, the bulb glows. Okay, this is the arrangement of photovoltaic cell. Photovoltaic cell arrangement we are seeing. Now we will consider sunlight. We will consider sunlight. Sunlight or radiation. What radiation you want to expose? You want to expose it for a photocathode. That radiation, let us introduce over cathode. Sorry, okay. So radiation is falling over the cathode. From the cathode, electrons will be ejected. From the cathode, electrons will be ejected. From the cathode, electrons will be ejected out. The ejected out electrons go to anode and move like this. Move like this. If key is switched on, if you touch this, it moves through the bulb and bulb glows. Then it reaches the anode. This is called a photovoltaic cell. This phenomenon is called a photoelectric effect. So we got what is meant by photoelectric effect. We got it. Okay. We will go for next point. In the photoelectric effect, next point we will take. Now, I am considering the photocathode. In the photocathode metal atom. Photocathode metal atom I am considering. In the photocathode metal atom, it is a nucleus. It is the outer electron. It is the valency electron. Outer electron means which is coming out. Outer electron or valency electron. That we have considered it. Sir. Between this nucleus and this electron, attraction is possible. Between the nucleus and this outer electron, attraction is possible. Suppose this attraction is equal to some x Newton. Sir. Now radiation consists of, now radiation we will take. Okay, we will consider radiation. If the photocathode is exposed to radiation, then only photoelectric effect is possible. This radiation consists of quanta. In that I will consider a quantum. Singular. Quantum means singular. This quantum is falling over this electron. This electron is absorbing this quantum. This electron is absorbing this quantum. Now, this quantum is a energy particle. This quantum is energy particle. Energy of this quantum is h nu, which is equal to suppose x minus y Newton. Which is equal to suppose x minus y Newton. Okay. Now, this electron is absorbing this quantum. This electron is absorbing this quantum. So this electron is getting this much force in the convert into energy. This much energy. It is getting this much energy. So we will say in terms of energy we will say, instead of force we will say in terms of energy we will say. Sir, in terms of energy we will talk. Okay. So we are talking in terms of energy. Therefore we will say here joule. Here also we will say joule. Okay. In terms of energy we will say. Okay. So this electron is absorbing this quantum. That means this electron is getting this quantum. So this electron got this quantum, therefore this electron is breaking this attraction, this electron breaks this attraction because it has got this much energy. Now you say that this outer electron, can it come out from the metal atom? Can it come out from the metal atom? Can it come out from the metal atom, or cannot come out from the metal atom? Cannot come out from the metal atom. What do you say? Now you have considered the photocathode. Photocathode means it is nothing but metal plate. In this metal plate we are considering one metal atom. Now metal atom we considered. In the metal atom at center nucleus is there. Around the nucleus electrons present. We are considering one outer electron we considered. This outer electron is exposed for radiation. This photocathode is exposed for radiation. Radiation consists of many quanta, many energy particles. In that we will consider one quantum. Energy of quantum is h nu. That energy will take suppose x minus y joule. This nucleus is attracting this electron with what energy means x joule. Okay, it is for understanding we have considered like this. Now this radiation is falling on the photocathode. That means this quantum is falling on this electron. Now this electron is absorbing this quantum. This electron is gaining this energy. Now this electron utilizes this energy for breaking this attraction. Now you say, because of this quantum, can this electron break this attraction completely? Because of this quantum, can this electron break this attraction completely? Can it break this attraction completely or not? That you think it. Okay. If this electron is able to break this attraction completely, then we can say it can come out from this metal atom. Then we can say photoelectric effect is possible. If this electron is unable to break this attraction, then it cannot come out from the metal atom. Then photoelectric effect is not possible. That we can say. Okay. Sir, you are saying that this electron breaks this attraction, so it can come out, you are saying. Sir, we will discuss in another form. We will discuss whether it is correct or wrong. We will see it. For that we will take instead of xy, we will take in terms of numerical value. We will take it. Say, for example, it is 2 joule. It is 1 joule. Okay, it is 1 joule. Now see, nucleus is attracting this electron. This attraction energy